What is up, everybody? It's Dante Walton here. Today I'm reacting to episode 1 of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. But before we get things started, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more content like this coming soon. Yeah, this is something I'm really excited for. The Scott Pilgrim anime for Netflix. A little bit of backstory here. As you see, I got my Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game official shirt from Limited Run Games from when the complete edition came out a few years ago. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim's one of my favorite franchises ever, honestly. It all started in 2010 when I went to see the movie. The previews, for some reason, for the movie just got me really excited. I didn't know anything about the Scott Pilgrim graphic novels or anything like that. I just saw the trailer for the movie and thought it looked really cool. I went there with my parents. It changed my life, honestly. It's my favorite movie of all time, I gotta say. I've seen it probably more than any other movie. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I also love the video game. It has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. I went back and read all the graphic novel series. I love that as well. So I'm really excited to see what the anime is gonna bring to it. Because with each adaptation of Scott Pilgrim, they've changed things and added things and moved things around. And I've enjoyed. I thought all the adaptations so far, both the game and the movie, have made their own improvements and changes that I think were really cool. So I wonder what they're gonna take from that and put into here. We already know that almost all the cast from the movie is going to be coming back to voice characters here. I am going to watch the English dub for this because I just love the cast from the movie so much. I'm excited to hear them back. It's so cool because a lot of these people are a lot more famous now than they were even when the movie came out, especially people like Chris Evans and Brie Larson. They were already established actors at that point, but even now, especially with Marvel and all that, they've leveled up in their stardom and all that. So it's cool that even they came back for their roles and all that. And Michael Cera, I love his Scott Pilgrim. Michael Cera, I love that actor as well. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna change it up, if they are, even if it's just gonna be a faithful adaptation. I'll enjoy that as well. But like I said, each time they've changed things up for at least the presentation or whatever the story. And also, speaking of the video game, Anamanaguchi, the composers of the video game music, they're coming back for this as well. Also, Brian Lee O'Malley himself is working on this. Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright, who wrote the movie, and Edgar Wright also directed the movie, they're working on this too. They're at least producers. So, yeah, without further ado, just jump in and see what's in store here, because I'm really curious. Alright, so we got the anime OP right here. Yeah, the fact that the anime is another perfect adaptation, by the way, for Scott Pilgrim. We already got the beat 'em up video game, which is also perfect. It's another great adaptation. I'm curious to see how the video game references will work here and all that, because that's what I really love about Scott Pilgrim. A lot of how they adapt that video game stuff. It'll be cool to see it in this medium as well. Songs by Anamanaguchi, let's go. Opening theme song, Bloom. Alright. Yeah, the people that worked on the movie are the producers here as well, so that's cool to see. How they got people from the movie, the original comics, and the game to come together in this new adaptation. Look at all the people they got back, that's so cool. I love the cast too, they're perfect casting. Oh, the robot's here, yes, I love the robot. They didn't put it in the movie, but it's cool to see it here. Nice. Oh, that's straight from the video game, them kissing. That's cool. I'm so excited for this, oh man.
I'm so alone.
Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life. Alright, straight from the comic, the title. And it's the Super Mario Brothers font. The original game. I like how the shadows all galaxy-like and all that, and cosmic.
The girl of my dreams?
Alright, so we're starting off here, where he's already envisioning Ramona in his dream.
I had a dream about that girl again.
I didn't care the first time you told me.
Isn't this my place?
No, I let you crash here one time.
I got that exact poster on the wall, too.
That's not how I remember it.
Toronto, Canada. Not too long ago.
They need to get Bill Hader back as the narrator. That's something that's different, but I can't be mad at it. They got all the other people back, basically. Yeah, the music, I'm sure, is probably going to be different, right? Because I don't know if they can use the original music from the movie or not. Or can they use the original music from the games either? I don't know. Sounds good so far, though.
You might be the best band of all time.
We're not.
Maybe Knives has really good taste and knows things others don't.
Wouldn't count on it.
She's not really my girlfriend.
And what is she?
She's sort of my girlfriend.
The older I get, the more I realize it's weird that Scott is dating a 17-year-old. Like, when I was younger, I didn't really see the big deal of it, but as I'm getting older, I'm older than Scott is now here. And, like, I would never date a high schooler. That's kind of weird. But I realize Scott isn't that great of a person. Oh, that's another thing I realized, how much Scott isn't really that good of a person as I get older and the more I watch the movie and stuff. But he's still a really interesting main character. And obviously he goes through his whole self-journey and all that. The girl from his dreams. Oh, she has the shoes. If you know, you know from the comics. I wonder if they're going to bring it up here. Sonic.
In the early 90s, there were 2 different Sonic cartoons airing at the same time. One was dark and dramatic. The other was a hilarious comedy about chili dogs.
Yeah.
And the same guy played Sonic in both
J-Lo
shows.
White.
Isn't that wild? The same guy playing 2 different versions of the same guy?
Interesting. They changed it from the Pac-Man thing to this. That's interesting.
I mostly watched older stuff when I was a kid. You know, Columbo reruns.
Are you real?
Did you just ask me if I was real?
No, I was talking to someone else. Bye. So, do you know this one girl with hair like this?
Ramona Flowers. She's from New York City.
The Big Apple.
She moved here after a bad breakup.
She's single?
Got a job delivering DVDs for Netflix.
Delivering DVD from Netflix instead of Amazon.
I forbid you from dating her, Scott Pilgrim!
Cool, thanks, Julie.
So I wonder what time period is this still like, supposed to be like the early to mid 2000s? Because like I don't think Netflix even delivers DVDs anymore.
Something starring a hot guy.
I think I need the name of a hot guy.
Fine. Lucas
Lee.
Action Doctor.
One of my favorite characters.
Kevin, thrilled to be here. Ooh, the game is over too. It's over a second time.
Are you waiting for the DVD? It's gonna take a bit.
How long could it take?
I love that sleeping snot bubble sound effect. It's so funny to me. I like this little chiptune number here.
Sonic guy?
Sonic guy.
Yes, that's me.
Are you Wallace Wells?
Of course he ordered on his account.
Wallace is my cool gay roommate. He lets me use his credit card.
Oh, so like a sugar daddy.
Are you the person in my dreams?
I thought we went over this already.
So you are.
There's just a really convenient subspace highway running through your head.
I like the little bit of like pixel art stuff they do. It looks really cool mixed with like the anime art.
You want to go on a date with me?
Doesn't have to be a date. It could be a low-key team-up. Canada and America joining forces.
What's with the X, anyway?
Well, obviously one of us went to Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, and one of us did not.
Is that a Sonic thing?
Is it? Sonic?
Oh, she doesn't know comics.
I'm between jobs.
Between what and what?
X.
Maybe we can get into it in a later episode.
Was that a little fourth wall break, kind of? Oh, Gideon. Yo, what in the world? He's like...
Bring me Matthew Patel.
Oh, we get to see from his perspective. Interesting. Surveillance of like Scott and like when he starts sending off the X's. I mean, it has been a while since I read the comics, to be honest. Like maybe like 10 years or so. So I don't remember exactly how it played out there and all that. So I don't remember ever seeing it from his perspective for this early, Gideon. But I did watch the movie last week. That was like a little refresher, I guess. But like I said, I've seen that movie so many times already. Oh, I always love that panel so much. It's like an iconic image, I think, for Scott Pilgrim.
Dude, you're changing.
Ah, sorry. I'm just cold and innocent.
Michael Cera's delivery and performance of Scott is like a little different, which I like. He gives like a more youthful type, innocent almost delivery to things. What was that? They just leveled up?
I changed my mind.
From what? To what?
I don't want to have sex with you, Pilgrim. Not right now. You can sleep in my bed. And I reserve the right to change my mind about the sex later.
Even the lines that are like same lines that are also used in the movie delivered by these actors, the performance just seems different, which I really like. Doesn't seem like a carbon copy.
Sent for me.
Ooh.
I did.
It's cool seeing this perspective. Like seeing Gideon interact with the other exes and all that. It's really cool, actually.
Ramona has a new suitor.
It's really happening? Who is he?
My interns compiled extensive research on the subject.
Because by the time you get to Gideon, like, he already fought the other exes, you know?
They've been on one date, but he's currently sleeping in her bed.
That bastard!
But this is where it gets interesting. Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say he's dating a
it's
high
weird.
schooler? Does Ramona know?
He hasn't told her yet.
Wow. And I thought we were...
He's been described as, quote, the best fighter in the province, unquote.
Yeah, they didn't go over that at all in the movie. Like, he just knew how to fight, which was funny. They didn't really need to explain it, but yeah. Scott Pilgrim does have, like, a background as, like, a fighter.
Because I'm gonna kill him. And then he'll be dead.
I hope Scott Pilgrim enjoys the final few days of his precious little life.
Honest exes. Said honest eds.
I spent the night with the girl of, or from, my dreams.
That's the way to put it.
Congrats. You need to break up with your fake high school girlfriend.
Are we really even dating?
Knives thinks you are. And Knives is an angel.
But yeah, Knives is like... Scott doesn't deserve Knives, honestly. Scott is kind of a jerk when you think about it.
Dear Mr. Pilgrim, my name is Matthew Patel.
Oh, it's a letter instead of an email.
League of Evil Exes. More like a league of boring.
Have you met Stacy?
Wow. I've heard so much about you.
I like all the Triforces, by the way, that they use like in like the font.
Oh, you poor thing. You're better than him. Just know that, okay? Better than who?
I mean, she kind of is. I mean, like I said, I love Scott Pilgrim as like a character we follow, but I don't know. He would be an annoying person in real life, if I'm being honest.
Crashing the boys' flag?
Oh, Crashing the Boys. Oh, the robot's
They were
there.
changing it to just Crash and losing the boys.
Yeah, what happened to Crashing the Boys? They're changing stuff up a little bit.
Crash is a cult classic car crash sex film shot right here in Toronto.
I didn't know you were a cinephile.
Kim is like even more, a little bit more monotone than she was in the movie. Like all of these actors are basically playing the characters differently, which is cool. They're playing them like how they'd fit in this anime rather than how they played them in the movie, which I commend the actors for not just doing a repeat performance, you know. Even though I would have enjoyed that as well.
I'm kind of seeing someone in the band.
That's crazy! I am too!
Who are you dating in the band?
We are Sex Boom! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Alright, we're getting like whole new original songs. I love the original songs in the movie, but I'm down for some new songs as well. Oh. Whoa, it came out through a portal.
Mr. Pilgrim!
Here we go, first fight. Oh, classic shot right there. Reversal.
It is on!
Yo, disco, alright.
Matthew Patel, Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend. Didn't you read my letter?
Kind of.
I hand-delivered it during a meeting.
Oh, come on, dude. Couldn't even read the letter.
Ramona Flowers has 7 evil exes, each more powerful than the last, all of whom you must defeat.
Yo, Roxy looks cool here with that mask.
I heard about it. I sort of thought it was a joke. Matthew Patel was the only non-white, non-jock boy in school. We joined forces and took them all out. Nothing could beat Matthew's mystical powers combined with my brute strength. We only kissed once, and we were quits after something like a week and a half.
Mystical powers? Unfair.
All fair in love and...
Nothing to work.
Matthew Patel versus
Ah,
Scott Pilgrim.
nice. Like a
Round
fighting
1.
game.
Fight.
Oh, sick. That was so cool. I'd do down for a Scott Pilgrim fighting game, by the way. Beat 'em up was a perfect genre, but fighting game would also be really good. Huh? He killed Scott. Okay, they are changing stuff up. Yeah, even the narrator's confused. I'm confused. Matthew beat Scott in the first punch.
Won? I won!
Okay. Yeah, nah, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea what's going on. Scott Pilgrim really died in the first episode. Okay, Scott Pilgrim really died in the first episode. Alright, that was episode 1 and Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. I don't know if they just pulled like a major switcheroo at the end here, but is Scott really just dead in the first episode? Okay, so this is not, for sure, not going to be like a one-to-one telling of the story now, because this is a major departure already, which I'm down for. Like I said, every adaptation has changed stuff up, but I didn't realize they're just going to possibly just change the rest of the story, because up to now, most of it was pretty faithful to how it went in the comic and even the movie and stuff like that. Yeah, like even like straight recreations of like scenes and panels. Like some of the dialogue was pulled straight from it as well. But yeah, I was still enjoying it. Like I said, I would have been down for just a straight adaptation, you know, because I enjoyed the performances, the art style was really cool, the way they're presenting it, the new music, all that was like fresh enough for me. But we might be down for something totally different now, which I'm honestly surprised about, but also kind of excited because like I said, I've seen the movie so many times. I love the game, I love the comics, so I knew what would happen in the story. I was so down for the ride, but now I'm strapped in. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Like, this is gonna be a roller coaster, maybe. This big of a departure already, episode 1. There's 8 episodes in total. Who knows what's gonna happen? But one thing I want to say, and I talked about it briefly in the reaction, that the fact that the cast from the movie's back, but I don't know, the characters seem different from how they're portrayed in the movie, which I'm down for. Like I said, the actors could have just played it the same way they did there, but like even the voices sound different and all that. Like Scott himself, the voice Michael Cera's doing here, and the portrayal is a little more exuberant, a little more naive, young type of way that he played Scott here. Like Kim, Allison Pill, like she played her in a more monotone type of way, even though she was monotone in the movie. It just seemed different here. Steven sounded different. Young Neil sounded different. Yeah, the characters just seemed different, which like I said, I like a lot. And yeah, I like how it's kind of interesting, some of the characters, because they do look different than how they look in the movie, especially like Stacy Pilgrim. She looks different from how she looked in the movie, and hearing like the voice from the movie, like it tricks my brain just a little bit, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's like the same as from the movie. She just looks different. It's kind of weird seeing the comic book look coming out, like with like the movie voice coming out sometimes, but like I said, I'm down for it all, and yeah, I'm kind of shocked at this ending here. I do want to say I've enjoyed the music so far a lot. The score from Anamanaguchi has been cool, like the little video game, like little, almost sounds like a pause screen or shop menu type chill chiptune type music is cool that they played throughout. The original songs, I don't know if they wrote the original songs as well, because I do like Anamanaguchi's work outside of Scott Pilgrim, by the way. I've heard like some of their music. They're really good. They're not good at just chiptune type of music. They can do other type of music as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they also wrote like the Sex Bomb songs that are in here. So far, they sound pretty good. Like I said, I really enjoyed the original songs they did in the movie, but perhaps they can't use that. They don't have the rights to it, and maybe the same with the video game music. Because it would have been awesome to hear like the Matthew Patel music, which I love that musical track from the game. It would have been cool to see that adapted, but maybe they can't use it. And if they can, I totally understand. I've enjoyed the original music so far here too, but I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I kind of want to just jump into the next episode here and see what happens, but okay, before that, maybe I just give a quick prediction. I don't know, maybe I don't know if Scott's really dead, or maybe they'll restart from the beginning again. Like they'll start over and things will go even more different. I don't know. That'd be an interesting way of doing it. Almost like a Groundhog Day, maybe. I don't know. But it also was really cool to see kind of the background of like the League of Evil Exes. We saw Gideon like call on Matthew Patel and they gave him intel on Scott. So Gideon knew all the stuff about like him dating Knives and all that, and how he went to Ramona's house and slept in the bed together and all that. So it was cool seeing that whole backside of it, because usually we meet Gideon like towards the end of the story, and like Scott had already fought the other evil exes, so it's cool to seeing them interact and all that, and seeing the whole background of all that. And his evil lair with the red lenses and all that looked really cool. Kind of reminded me of Virtual Boy a little bit, when like that whole red pixelated type filter went over the scene. But yeah, I kind of just want to jump into the next episode. So leave any thoughts you have in the comments down below. Catch you all next time. Bye.